Hello, and welcome to Inside China Today. I'm Deirdre Brennan, and here are some of the stories we're following for Monday, March 30th. Prime Minister Rongji travels to London on his first overseas trip. Jingsheng warns of possible violence. And archaeologists find the oldest known samples of Chinese writing. Chinese Prime Minister Rongji makes his first overseas trip since his election when he travels to Britain on Tuesday. Zhu is expected to hold meetings with European and Asian leaders with the aim of highlighting China's role in the Asian financial crisis. Analysts have praised Chinese leaders for voting not to devalue the yuan, a move which will hurt Chinese exports. Prime Minister Zhu is also scheduled to meet with Queen Elizabeth while in London. Chinese democracy activist Jingsheng is warning that people in China may choose the path of violence unless progress is made towards political reforms. He says the main question now is whether China will be able to continue down the peaceful path to change. He says that there are hundreds of millions of people who have trouble surviving day to day who may not be willing to wait for the government's step-by-step plan to begin producing results. He added that the end of international pressure on the Chinese government will fuel the fire. Chinese authorities have freed human rights activist Qin Yongmin after detaining him for a few hours on Saturday. A Hong Kong-based human rights group says Qin was arrested after sending a letter to President Jiang Zemin complaining about a 3-year labor camp sentence given to fellow dissident Yang Jingsheng. The 44-year-old Shanghai activist was arrested on February 26th and began serving his punishment the next day. Authorities have accused him of disturbing the public order for a letter he wrote to Parliament about unemployment. China has pledged $19 million in investment to Cuba to support the island's rice and sugar production. Officials from both countries signed agreements on Friday at the end of an intergovernmental meeting which supervises bilateral trade and cooperation. One of the agreements will see $12 million invested in rice production. Cuba is trying to boost domestic rice production to substitute costly imports. Chinese archaeologists have discovered the oldest known examples of Chinese writing. The state-run news agency says 8 inscriptions were carved into 2 3,500-year-old sheep bones found in a pit at a sacrificial site in eastern China. Experts say they could read only 2 of the primitive characters, one meaning 6 and the other meaning divination. And now, taking a look at Tuesday's weather. Beijing will be wet and rainy. Daytime highs will reach the mid-40s with overnight lows around 35. Expect showers in Shanghai. Daytime highs will reach around 60 with overnight lows in the mid-50s. Hong Kong will see partly cloudy skies. Highs will reach the mid-70s with overnight lows in the upper 60s. It will be partly cloudy in Taipei. Highs will reach the upper 70s with overnight lows in the upper 60s. And that's Inside China Today for the European Internet Network. This is Deirdre Brennan.